Hello, this is Sandy McManus with needsaribbon.com. I'm bringing you another edition of Coffee Break, where in 15 minutes or less we will make a card or other project. In other words, in the time for your coffee break from whatever you're doing. So today I'm going to show you this adorable little, I'll call it card candy. It's really what it is. And this one. This was actually originally done for a card exchange or a swap with my local stamping group. And we did these little 3x3 squares. And actually they're not quite 3x3. They're 3x3. With the intent of we could make our own little like 9 square or 12 square or whatever sampler. And we exchanged our own little doodads. So I want to show you how to make this. Let's bring it up closer to the camera so you can see it. It contains a lot of retired products. Again, like all my other coffee break videos, the supply list will be at the end. Even if the retired products, you may have them in your stash. It contains the Stitch Squares dies, which is part of the Stitch Shapes bundle of dies that retired, sadly. Boo-hoo. I cried a little bit. The Sprig Punch, Stitch Circles, again, the supplies will be at the end. That's Warm Wraps dies, I believe that was from, which I believe is still a current item, actually, at the time of this filming. So let's get started. So we're going to start with a 3x3 piece of Real Red cardstock. So that gives us a substantial base to build upon. And I have, like on my other coffee break videos, everything is already done ahead. This is just to walk you through the how-to. So I've already, as you can see, I've already die cut that piece of DSP. And I attached it with dimensionals. Okay. Good to know. So let's put some dimensionals on that lovely little layer. Let's give it a little height. And let's make a mess. I hope I hit the garbage when I dump the backing. Okay, so we got that. Next thing we have is our vellum in a stitched circle. And we're going to build upon that with our Warm Hugs for You little ring thing. And to attach that, I have to actually look at my sample. I used mini dimensionals. Okay, I don't have those, so we can fake it. We can use the edge of our dimensional strip. Have you ever done that? I use my entire sheet. Always. So mini dimensionals would work. Glue dots would work. I'm going to put 4 little dimensional sheet edges. Maybe place that a little bit better to give that a little lift. We're all about the lift today. And center that on our little circle. Next up, we have a little heart that was also from that in Real Red. And I've already pre-cut that. And again, I think I'm going to use a whole dimensional would fit, but I think we really only need a little piece. Or a mini dimensional if you have them handy. So where do I want? I would call that the center. Something like that. And we're rolling now. And to cover those little dots, stamped dots, we're going to add in our red rhinestone basic jewels. And again, like my other coffee break videos, supply lists will be at the end. And We need in Mossy Meadow, we need Evening Evergreen sprig punched twice. I have plenty here. And so we're going to put that on. We're going to glue them right to the paper. Okay. So figure out which way, looking at your paper, kind of goes all ways. I kind of like it this way. And we'll just put a little blob there, and a little blob there. Yes, blob is a technical term. Look it up. Google it. And we need to attach this. And how did I do that? Looks like I glued it. And that makes sense. We can hide our glue like that. Make sure this is all square and face up. And there we have our little card candy. And you could put this on a sampler or this one. I'll put the supplies list for this at the end too, because it's essentially the same thing, almost. And if you look real close at that, I embossed the velvet paper. But this you could put this on a gift tag, you could put it on a package, you could put it in a little mini frame. There's a lot that you could do with this cute little card candy, as I call it, or again, make it into a sampler and make a whole bunch of variety of them. And that's all I have to share with you today. Thank you for joining me on another edition of Coffee Break. This is Sandy McManus with needsaribbon.com. Stay tuned for your instructions.